This is Valley News Live at 10.
Tonight we start with breaking news. Police are now investigating a report of gunshots in West Fargo. According to dispatch, it happened in the 1500 block of 11th Avenue East. Valley News team's Aaron Walling is live at the scene. Aaron, what do you see so far?
Well, Nishay, all we see so far is that there is a lot of lights. A lot of officers are in the area. Now they are saying they can confirm that there were gunshots at the 1500 block area here on 11th Avenue. And if you actually look further back, you see the police vehicle there. Much further back, they've taped off the area. Right now, they are still doing an investigation. They're treating it as an active crime scene as they investigate the gunshots, and they've been taking statements from people that have been coming out of their homes. Now, all we know is that more information will be released in the morning, but we are currently here at West Fargo side of town where they are still investigating what happened here on 11th Avenue. That's all we know for right now. Back to you, Nishay.
Thanks so much, Aaron, for making that hustle over there. All right, meanwhile, police are also watching the area of 4th Avenue of Sunset Circle in Moorhead. All police would say so far is they're treating it as an active scene. We called dispatch, who told us that it's currently listed as a medical emergency and wouldn't confirm if the incident involved a weapon. Police say they plan on releasing more information tomorrow. And the police are also looking for a dog they say bit a young child on the leg. The incident happened today in the 4200 block of 5th Avenue North in Grand Forks. Police say the child had a minor injury and didn't need medical attention. The dog is described as a brown and white pit bull boxer mix, wearing a camouflage collar and had no visible tags. The police want you to contact the owner to verify vaccinations. If you have any information, call Grand Forks Police at 701-787-8000. In tonight's COVID-19 coverage, Minnesota health officials suspect a coronavirus variant is driving an increase in case growth across the state in recent weeks as they race to vaccinate the state's population. Health officials said more than 300 cases of the B.1.17 variant, first detected in the United Kingdom, have been found in Minnesota. Officials warned against gathering for approaching spring holidays or traveling for spring break to prevent increased risk for spreading the virus. It's been a year since the first COVID-19 death was reported in Minnesota. On Friday, Governor Tim Walz ordered flags at state and federal buildings to be flown half-staff. According to state official, flags will be flown half-staff on the 19th of every month to honor the lives lost due to COVID-19. Minnesota's first COVID death occurred on March 19th, 2020, but was not reported until the 21st. And a Minnesota man says anti-Asian threats were yelled at him at a school bus stop on Friday. He was dropping off his 5-year-old grandson at his school bus stop in St. Paul when a woman drove up in a tan vehicle. After the bus pulled away, he said the woman drove closer and yelled at him to leave the country or he would be killed. He then followed the woman in his vehicle and saw her yell at Asian guardians at other school bus stops.
I think that I remember exactly as she said to me is that we hate Asian people, go back to where you come from, okay? And get out from America. If you're not doing, we're gonna kill you. And I said, oh, okay, you talk to me, right? And she said, yes.
Police are still working to find the person who made those threats. 2 North Dakota lawmakers are now facing some angry constituents. They were a part of the nearly 70 state House members who voted to expel former Representative Luke Simons. More than 50 people attended a District 6 Republican Party meeting. In an extremely narrow vote, constituents voted to censure the 2 representatives. The censure doesn't necessarily affect lawmakers' position in the legislature. It's more of a public statement against the lawmakers' actions. The district party chairman confirmed the reason for the censure vote was due to Representatives Thomas and Anderson's vote to expel Simons. And North Dakota lawmakers decided to not supply the voters with an opportunity to legalize sports betting. After the Supreme Court ruled its legality and other states passed their own versions of sports wagering laws, the North Dakota State Senate voted on a resolution that would have allowed it. It failed by 2 votes. Supporters said the bill was meant to capture revenues while protecting the safety of players.
The reality is North Dakotans are already making sports wagers today. They are participating in illegal offshore betting accounts with no oversight and no consumer protection.
All hope is not lost for sports gamblers. There can still be a citizens' petition that could put the issue on the ballot in 2022. Around the nation, a record number of migrants at the southern border got a strong new warning from the Biden administration today. We're closed. And late today, the president said he may go to the border himself soon. Kelly O'Donnell is at the White House.
An alarming human drama on the southern border. Now more than 15,000 migrant children held in U.S. custody. Late today, the president said more can be done to discourage asylum seekers.
Making sure that we reestablish what existed before, which was they can stay in place and make their case from their home countries.
Part of an immigration wave the Biden administration says is on pace to be the largest in 20 years. Today, Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas fanned out across television to make this claim.
The border is closed. The border is closed. The border is secure. The border is closed.
Republicans say that does not match reality.
The border right now is wide open because the Biden administration dismantled the very effective policies of the Trump administration.
Silas Martinez says he made a difficult 15-day trek from El Salvador with his young family. He told us the current president said he wasn't going to separate families, and here we are. The White House struggles over how to describe what's happening. When the press secretary used the word crisis this week,
dealing with the crisis on the border,
she quickly pulled back.
Challenges on the border.
President Biden deployed FEMA to the border and has used his authority to roll back some Trump policies and disputes the argument that he is a magnet for migration.
I can say quite clearly, don't come on what we're...
Friday, of the more than 2,000 families crossing the border, fewer than 200 were expelled. The others can stay while awaiting court dates.
And we've made a decision that we will not expel young, vulnerable children. I think...
The Biden administration says it's also working with the governments of Mexico and Central American countries to try and slow the surge. Next on Valley News Live at 10, caught on camera, a house floats down a river in Australia after major flooding hits the area. But first, Summer gives us a look at our weather and what to expect in the week ahead.